Okay, and now we come on to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Let's start, come up on your knees and then tuck all your toes underneath you. We want to keep the activity in the feet, just as a little reminder here for you of opening up the soles of the feet. And the foot here is flexed. And we want to try and keep that activity in the foot even as we lift it up in Virabhadrasana 3. And stretching it all out and maintain that activity. Can you feel it? Reach around behind your back and give your shoulders a little open. As you feel your shoulder blades come on your back, keep leaning back, feel that love in your feet, and then reach your arms up. Okay, so as you reach up in Virabhadrasana 3, our arms are going to be shoulder width apart in this variation I'm teaching. So reach up and draw them, look up and check that width. Take another breath. Okay, and then come on to all fours. You can let those toes go and give them a little bit of love on the mat. Awesome. Okay, come to downward dog, and then you're going to walk kind of halfway onto your mat. And let's reach around again for your block or a book. You could have 2 blocks if you want, one under each hand, or 2 books. And notice how these are a torso length away, so I can lean forward like they're arm extenders really. Okay, so from here start to lift your right leg up and back. So as you do that, for the first thing you do is flex the toes and lift the toes away from the mat, and then hitch up into the hip. So feel that connection up into the hip. Okay, and then keep that as you start to lift this leg up behind you. And so don't do this, don't turn the hip out. You want that angling down of the hip and a drawing up into your pelvis. And then lift that leg maybe as high as the hip. Don't go any higher though, because you'll find it hard to keep in your core. And then look up beyond your blocks and books. And this is how we want the back leg to feel in Virabhadrasana 3. So hold it here, flex the toes, take one more breath. Lovely, and then lower that down. Let's try the other side now. So first of all, flex the toes towards your face, the heel will stay on the mat, but you'll feel that contraction of your thighs lifting, and then hitch up the hip, so lift that just about an inch or so off the mat, feel that connection in, and then slowly start to lift that leg up. Again, without turning the hip out, turn it down. Engage and spread the toes. And feel the strength. It's a really strong back leg in this pose. Okay, take one more breath. And then again, lower that down. Well done. So you can pop the blocks to the side, place your hands and step back to downward dog. And then looking up, step your left foot forward between your hands. And come onto your fingertips now. Okay, so from here, look back at your back leg. This hip is angled down, and that's how we want it to remain. And then scoot your fingertips forward, so no blocks now. I'll actually move back on my mat because of the wall there in front of me. And come on your fingertips and lift that back leg back and up. Okay, so feel that lift in the leg. And then place your hands, step that back leg back and come to plank. Hold it here. Take another round of breath. Feel a lift in your tummy and a squeezing to the midline of your arms. Take one more breath and then lift the bottom up and back. Okay, we're going to do that again. So step your other leg forward. And again, I'm going to scoot myself halfway on the mat so I don't dive into the wall there. Come onto my fingertips and my back leg is angled and squared down to the mat. And now no blocks, I start to pick up the back leg, keeping the hip angled down and strong. And then hold it here, lift into the tummy. Okay, and then with precision, place that back foot down. Place the palms down, keep a lift in your tummy, and step your front leg back to plank. So feel that lovely strength. For 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come down to your knees. Okay, and you're going to take a block now, or anything really that's shoulder width apart. Okay, bring the block level with your shoulders and plug the arm bones back, shunk, back, and then start to reach the block overhead. So see if you can keep the flats of your palms on the block like that. Try that again. Keep it level with your throat. Inhale into the side body, plug the head of the arm bones back, and then reach your block overhead. Lift your chin, your face. And as you squeeze your hands against the block, lift your face, reach up, see if you can bring it a little bit more behind your head, keeping the arms as straight as you possibly can. Really breathing into the side body, come up onto your knees, and exhale, bow down to your left. Keep a squeeze on that block. Inhale, come up. Exhale. After these side bends, then the one in the middle should feel nice and easy. Back up. Let's do that one more time each side. So bow over to your left. Okay, inhale, come up. Exhale to your right. Gorgeous. And then this bit in the middle now should feel lovely and easy. Take one more breath. And then exhale. Take a seat. So that's how we want the arms aligned, and I just spoke you through how the hip squares in this pose, much more like Virabhadrasana 1. We also want that central no twisting of the core, okay? So let's practice that in Navasana. Okay, so I want you to bring the block between your shins. So squeeze in, bring your hands at the back of your thighs and lift up. Remembering this is always an option. We'll still feel that energy with your heels down on the mat. And then lift up. So keep squeezing in. Okay, and then lift your arms forward and squeeze your hands to a midline as well. See if you can stay here for 3, 2, 1. Stay here for another count of 3, or extend the legs as well. Again, for 3, for 2. Smile and breathe. And 1. Well done. Bring it all down. So as you come down, feel that connection. There's no twisting of the core. We're turning it to the center in our Warrior 3. Okay? Well done. Flip over onto your hands and knees again. Let's see if we can sort of marry all of those things up. Okay? Well done. So come down and come to a forward fold in the middle of your mat. Okay, come onto your fingertips and then bring your hands to your hips. Draw your shoulders on your back and kind of at 90 degrees here. Try and have your tummy angled down towards the mat and your elbows lifting. So leave your hands on your hips now as you let the weight go into your right leg. Okay, and start to lift the left leg behind you. Keep the torso down. Keep the tummy angled. Keep the hands on your hips for the time being. And then maybe you'd like to release the hands back behind you for aeroplane arms. This is the one I'm going to show you this side. If you want to try reaching your arms forward, try that. Reach up and forward for full Virabhadrasana 1. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's come down. Bring your fingertips down. Bring that extended leg down and take a lovely forward fold. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, so again, you're bent down 90 degrees, hinging from the hips. Hands on your hips. Okay, and then start to float your left leg back behind you. Leave the torso where it is, angled down. Energy in your back leg. This time I'm just going to do aeroplane arms for you so you can see that version. So here I send it back. If you want to reach your arms forward, I'll go crashing in the wall if I do that. And again, hold it here. Strengthen the leg, core and arms for 3, for 2, and 1. Peel your hands down to the floor. Lower that back leg down. Uttanasana. And then just for a moment, well done everyone, hold your own elbows and soften there. Bring your hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a vinyasa here, then please do, or stay in dog for a couple of breaths. And then when you've done that, everyone come down to your knees. So we look now at putting all 3 of those poses together, 1, 2, and 3. Namaste.